All right, welcome back to More Ignorance in Basketball. Now, you know what? I'm just going to say it. I fucking love this team. Now, I don't give a fuck if they lost. I know they lost. I don't give a shit. I genuinely, a win would have been great, but as when they came back, I already made it up my mind. I was like, win or lose, I love this fucking team, and they showed heart today. And this was a huge game for them. Because let's just get it out the way. They played like straight shit in the first quarter. It looked like I was guarding Paul George. He was just fucking lighting everybody up. I thought he stole the fucking Like Mike shoes. I'm like, what the fuck is this? He looked like a mix between goddamn Michael Jordan and Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. He was all those people combined into one for pretty much this whole goddamn game. And I don't know why he was so good. I know they had a tough loss against the Jazz yesterday. I don't know if he blames himself for that. I don't know if he was in an emotional state. Well, he was in an emotional state. We'll get to that later. But when you're down by 31, what were they in the second? I think, was that all in the first quarter or like early in the second? I don't know, but they were down by 31 fucking points. And this easily could have been a Suns lose by 50 to the Clippers. Easily. Cam Johnson wasn't hitting shit. Nobody was hitting their shots except for Chris Paul's goddamn mid-range shots. Nobody could hit a goddamn shot, especially a three. The Clippers came out. It looked like the Suns in the first quarter. It looked like the Suns were playing a goddamn park game. They were just like chilling, relaxed. And the fucking Clippers were playing Game 7 of the finals. Like, that's where their energies were at. And the Suns were like, oh, fuck. Okay, they're serious. Okay, so we got to try. And they came back. They were down by 31. Came back to, I think, 2 or 1. I think 2. I think 2 was the closest they got. And honestly, like I talked about in the last game, I can live with a loss where you just don't make shots. Like, Devin Booker got a couple good looks. Chris Paul had a good look. I mean, it wasn't a great look against Serge, but that's a shot he'll make over half the time. Crowder got a couple looks. I mean, Cameron Johnson just couldn't hit a fucking shot at the beginning of the game, but he came through in later. Let's talk about the Paul George stuff, because, I mean, I've been saying Paul George is a bitch for years, but publicly, at least on this channel, since the beginning of the season. And it's just who he is. He just does bitch shit. He acts like a bitch. He talks like a bitch. He just has bitch tendencies. It's just what it is. A lot of guys are like that. It's okay. Do I hate his fucking braids? Of course I do. Do they look fucking stupid? Of course they do. But he came out to fucking play. He had the game. All right, this is why this loss doesn't bother me, because most people would say the Clippers are what, the first or second best team in the league. And before I watched this game, this is all I give a shit about. Is this team better than the Suns? And I say no. They won the game, yeah. They fucked them up in the first quarter, yeah. But they came back. And Paul George had to have the fucking game of his life for them to close it off. And the fucking Suns just couldn't hit a shot, really, most of the game. And I don't think all of it was in defense. I think like Cameron Johnson, a lot of those threes he missed, he just wasn't open. And he did come back in the second half. And Booker, that three that he had later, deep late in the fourth quarter, he just missed it. Chris Paul, he just missed it. I'm not worried about the Clippers now. Now I know in my head, like, if the Suns saw the Clippers in the playoffs, I wouldn't be like, fuck, the Clippers are a better team. I don't have that thought. Now, I didn't think that before, but it's definitely something I was looking out for. Because if the Suns were just casually kind of getting beat down by like 10 or 15 throughout the whole game, like evenly, and I don't know, Kawhi had like 22, Paul George had like 25, and it was just even scoring, then I would be nervous. I'd be like, fuck. Like, this team might be better than the Suns. But looking at this, I'm not worried. Kawhi didn't even play. I mean, this was kind of an awkward game just because Paul George had like all of the scoring was on him. But looking at them, and like they were playing excellent, especially Paul George, even though he is a bitch. And they still almost lost to a Suns team that was like half-ass in it. I'm not worried, and I give the Suns a lot of respect. For those of you who don't know my NBA story, I'm a big Chris Paul fan. I'm new to this Suns life. Like I said, that's why I like talking to a lot of you hardcore fans, the OG Suns fans. First off, it means a lot that you guys watch my videos. I just want to say that. But I look to you guys for like, things that, like tendencies, I guess, for this team. Like, is this something they've been doing? I ask you guys a lot of those questions. And I don't even remember what the fuck I was talking about because I'm still a little bit emotional. So I'm just going to keep going. Maybe it'll come back to me. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But this was I know a lot of you guys might be pissed. I don't know. I don't know what your guys' emotions are because I watch every game by myself because I can't handle people around me when I watch the game. I'm like Bill Burr. He's like, when I watch the Super Bowl, I come in late, I have my phone off, I skip through the fucking ads, and I watch it in my house by myself. That's how I watch basketball games because I don't need anybody else fucking pissing me off. My fucking stress is already through the roof. I don't need anybody else cheering for the other team. Now I've lost a friend. I don't need that kind of bullshit. But, yeah, this was a good game. Oh, that's where I was going with this. I remember. I am a big Chris Paul fan, and all I want is I just want to see Chris Paul win a championship. So I've seen him try to win it with the Clippers. I've seen him try to win it with the Rockets. The OKC thing, I think we all knew that he wasn't going to win a championship. But out of all the teams I've watched, this is my favorite team, I think. I really do. I love this team. I love everything about this team. I love the Cameron Payne story. I love Cameron Johnson, how people thought he was a fucking bust. Now I think he's one of the better 3-and-D players in the league, and it's only his second fucking year. And last year was weird. I mean, it was a goddamn pandemic. Devin Booker, do I need to even say anything about Devin Booker? I fucking love Devin Booker. I know you guys may or may not believe me, but when Chris Paul everybody knew he was getting traded, I was like, who might be a good fit for him? The Suns. And a lot of that had to do with Devin Booker. I love that Devin Booker, as much as people love him, this motherfucker, first off, never smiles during the game. If you see a picture of him smiling during a game, it was photoshopped and it was fake news. He never fucking smiles. He always has that look of like, what the fuck? You know that video where Drake was in a strip club and he daps up a stripper and then he turns back and looks at the stripper like, what the fuck? Devin Booker always looks like that. He always looks like he just dapped up a stripper. And I love that about him. When Paul George got in his feelings, first off, I don't even know what the fuck he was so mad about. Was he mad that Chris Paul was like kind of clowning him when he was on the ground? He was like shaking and shit. I saw that. I don't know. Obviously I can't hear everything. But, Paul George is a bitch. He's just doing bitch shit. Why am I questioning a bitch doing bitch activities? That's what they do. That's what they're here on this planet to do, to act like a bitch. And am I calling him a bitch so many times because I'm a little bit mad that he beat the team I'm rooting for? Of course, dude, and that's sports. And if you can't get with that, then I get it. It's all good. Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, the fucking 76ers stupidly traded him to the Suns. He's fucking becoming, I can't even call him a 3-and-D player because I feel like that's disrespectful to his skills. I think he's extremely underrated. I think he should make first team all defense this year. Cameron Payne out of the league, playing like a fucking baller off the bench. Everybody. Fucking DeAndre Ayton, people shit on him because Luka Doncic probably should have been first, and I'm not going to argue with that, but damn, who knew Luka Doncic was going to be white Michael Jordan? I didn't, because I don't watch fucking European basketball because I have cable. Well, I don't have cable, but I have the internet. I could just go down the list, and you guys who watch my videos, you fucking know things piss me off. I look for bitch shit in a team. I look at everything. like a goddamn woman. I look at every single little. I look at like who picks up who. I look at who sits next to who on the bench to see, try to team dynamics. I see when a motherfucker takes their free throw, who high fives and who doesn't. Like, I look at everything like a fucking serial killer. And I'm going to continue to do it because I'm a passionate fan. And I literally love every single person on this team except for Damian Jones. I don't like him, but everybody else. And I mean everybody else, I'm all in for. So I love this fucking team. I don't give a fuck that they lost to the Clippers. They're still better than the fucking Clippers. Paul George, your hair sucks. And I'll fucking take that to my grave that your hair sucks. You look fucking stupid, dude. You look like you're having a midlife crisis. You're too old for those braids. Get rid of them because you look crazy. Oh, fuck. I could keep roasting Paul George all day, and I might, but you guys don't want to hear that. So, thank you guys for watching. The Suns are dangerous. I don't give a shit that they lost to the Clippers. Fuck the Clippers. Not really. I don't have anything against the Clippers. I'm not going to make fun of you guys for blowing a 3-1 lead because it's been done to death. But if you made it to the end, you're a fucking hero because I couldn't have even made it to the end of this video. But I appreciate you. 72 subscribers and growing every day. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.